In this video, we are going to be covering the best time to invest in stock markets 2022.
Nice.
To be able to time the best time, you need to understand what the US Federal Reserve is doing.
Is the Fed just going to print money?
That's literally what Congress has told us to do.
The Fed is trying to aggressively bring down inflation to their target at around 2%. But you know what? That is highly unlikely to happen. Huh? Why? What? What the? That's because the Federal Reserve can only raise interest rates by so much until they reach a breaking point where the government is getting very uncomfortable with the rising interest payments on their debt.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
US government's going to call up Jerome Powell, the chairman of Federal Reserve, and they are going to say, are you done yet? Are you trying to collapse the federal government? We can't afford to make these high interest payments on our debt obligations. Federal Reserve will then have no choice but to terminate quantitative tightening. Stop sucking liquidity out of the monetary system and stop raising interest rates. Any government would prefer inflation rather than risking debt payment default. Bear in mind, US government debt is this much right now.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now when that happens, inflation will go up again and we are going to experience more financial asset appreciation. So this is going to trigger a massive stock market rally. Even your digital cryptocurrencies. With stock market rallies, the government is able to collect more tax money.
Yeah, boy.
This is something that people will talk about for the next few decades. This is a market slump caused by Federal Reserve. It is also a market rally caused by the Federal Reserve. The Fed is like your frenemy. They are working against us now, but they will also be working in favor of us when they stop working. Haha.
Emotional, damn it!
So the big question is, when is the Fed is going to stop quantitative tightening? Now, before I continue further, I need you to
please whatever.
smash on that subscribe button if you want to get into the stock market at a better time than your friends, your co-worker, your investing buddies. I literally upload a video about investing every single week. In addition to that, I created an insider membership right here on my YouTube channel. You can get that at a link in the pinned comments below. It's going to share with you more investing insights not available publicly in this channel, which you have to keep up to get your timing and time in the market right. And before I get going, shoot me a DM. Here's my TikTok account right here, which I post multiple times a day. Every Monday to Friday, I want to do everything in my power to help you invest better. So please hit me up on TikTok with this handle. So back to your $1 million question. When is the Fed going to stop interest rate hike? I guarantee you it's not going to be next week, it's not going to be next month, but it might be sooner than you think, as early as Q1 2023. Now, if you are thinking of cutting loss in your investment right now, this advice will give you perspective. Don't leave something that's good for something you think is better, because by the time you realize that better is not good for you, good has found better.
That's pretty good.
Minister of Finance Zafrul said Malaysia is not affected by US interest rate hike. Maybe he said that because of these bullwhip effects are too complex to explain to the average Malaysians.
Hiya.
First, look at fuel price. You can see from the past 1 year, raw 97 from 2 ringgit and 50 cents per liter to reaching 5 ringgit per liter almost. Raw 95 stays at 2 ringgit just because government is subsidizing it. Imagine your 1.5cc car full tank goes up from 60 ringgit to 100 ringgit way.
Bank Negara can't sleep peacefully after U.S. sharp interest rate hike of 0.75%. Now, if Bank Negara hike Malaysia PR more this year, it will make Keluarga Malaysia cry. But if Bank Negara choose to do nothing more, ringgit may weaken more against US dollar. Surprisingly, Tengku Zafro said this. What US is doing does not affect Malaysia. Contradictory, no? What does he mean really, respectfully? Follow for honest economic insights affecting your investment.
We are not affected in this case because we are shielded in an artificial cocoon. It's both a boon and a bane. Now second, Bank Negara might disagree because now they have to choose between saving the economy by keeping inflation from spiraling out of control or preempting an increased outflow of funds that could further weaken the ringgit. You see, in US right now, the OPR interest rate ranges between 1.5 to 1.75%, not far from Malaysia's Bank Negara 2%. Now imagine US and Malaysia interest rates both at 2%. You are going to trigger an exodus of funds out from Malaysia because global investors choose to park their monies instead in the US. So it is super important that Bank Negara keep up with the US OPR. See? Now maintain that interest rate differential. Now the third thing is rising prices in Malaysia is driven by cost push pressures more than demand pull reasons. Let me ask you, is Malaysian generally getting paid more and can afford to buy your Coach and LV bags just like roti canai? Remember, supply chain shortage, the after effects of pandemic lockdowns and the war, high interest rates slow down the economy and consumption. Imagine if your house payments goes up, you have less disposable income to spend on other stuff. Agree? Business profits are lower too due to higher costs because you have to pay higher business loans amount. So it buys time for the economy to catch up with the supply shortage. Remember that when demand is more than supply, the price goes up. And that is what we know as inflation and vice versa. Want me to critique your investment portfolio and strategy, whether what you are doing is aligned with what the Fed is going to do for the next few months? The same way I've helped my clients here get results faster and gain clarity to invest a lot easier. If that sounds like something you want to do, go to the link in the description. Also, I'm telling you this market down opportunity is not going to last forever. And I don't want to say, I told you so, next year. In case you do not know who am I, please do a background check by searching CF Liu testimonials on Google. And bear in mind, I'm also a New Straits Times business columnist. Now, if you are not interested, then just check out the two videos on the screen right now. They are the videos YouTube thinks you want to watch next.